Hello, I'm Mike Gray, Chairman of the Governor's Workforce Board. Thank you all so much for being with us virtually. COVID-19 has disrupted every facet of our lives, including this annual event. Normally, we would be in person celebrating your amazing achievements from this past year. Even though we can't physically be together, thank you so much for tuning into this video to recognize some of the most innovative workforce solutions that I've seen. While 2020 gave us unprecedented challenges, including record unemployment numbers and an economic shutdown, we adapted to our challenges and created first-in-the-nation solutions to get Rhode Islanders back to work. Prior to 2020, our state was already a leader in job training and eliminating the skills gap. Throughout this past year, we have supercharged our existing workforce solutions, and thanks to our GWB partners, Rhode Island's economy will recover stronger and more resilient than it was before. Now, before we announce the award winners, we have a special message for you from our Governor, Dan McKee.
Hello, everyone. I'm excited to join all of you for the virtual 2021 Governor's Workforce Board annual event. It won't be long until we can all be together again in person as we continue to vaccinate the Ocean State. As you know, we experienced a once-in-a-generation pandemic this year that meant so many challenges and pivots to our economy in order to protect our collective health. The effects of COVID-19 have been felt by every industry sector, hospitality, healthcare, finance. But thanks to all of your innovative workforce development programs, this state has been training Rhode Islanders displaced by COVID-19 and connecting them with new job opportunities. The Lieutenant Governor and I have been visiting businesses all across the state, and we know how important a well-trained workforce is to businesses of all sizes. The work you do has never been more important than it is now, especially as we work to reopen our economy fully and add thousands of jobs to the labor market. Thank you for your commitment to lifting up Rhode Island's economy and to getting our residents back to work. Congratulations to this year's award winners, and thank you again for your innovation and leadership.
Thank you, Governor. I'd like to begin this ceremony by presenting the Workforce Innovation Award. This award honors an individual, partnership, or organization for their extraordinary commitment to building a responsive workforce system that meets the needs of Rhode Island employers and job seekers. The winner of this category has responded to the need for innovative recruitment, training, and placement programs throughout the pandemic, working across numerous industries to connect Rhode Island job seekers with businesses looking for talent. The winner is Skills for Rhode Island's Future.
The pandemic has been an interesting time for us here at Skills for Rhode Island's Future, and we jumped into action very quickly, pivoting our entire business model in 3 days to a virtual model so that we could make sure that Rhode Island job seekers still had services available to them and make sure that they were accessible. For many people who found themselves on the unemployment line, they realized that the industries that they had been employed for years were not going to return at the scale and scope that they once did. And so we launched an entire new series to get people to see themselves in new job opportunities. We talked to them about personal branding. We talked to them about transferable skills. And again, that program is called Ready, Set, Work. But perhaps one of our proudest moments last year was being able to pivot our high school internship program. Many folks know it as the Prepare RI High School Internship Program, which pre-pandemic had been a place-based internship program where we partnered with 170 employer partners to place over 500 students into paid internship programs that's funded by the Governor's Workforce Board. When the pandemic hit, we were forced with some immediate tough decisions on do we continue the internship program? Do we continue it place-based? We weren't sure what the summer of 2020 was going to look like in response to the pandemic. And we made a decision. In 5 weeks, we pivoted our entire internship program into a very high stakes virtual model. And we coined it the COVID-19 Innovation Challenge, where roughly 450 students got to serve as an intern and work on very highly complex problems that our employer partners came to the table on trying to mitigate some of the challenges that came with COVID-19. And I'm so proud of the work that our students did, and it just really renewed hope and faith that we have an opportunity to build talent in a way, starting with as early as high school and getting them to be inspired about what their future work looks like here in Rhode Island.
Congratulations to Skills for Rhode Island's future. The next category is our Career Pathway Advancement Award. This award recognizes an individual, partnership, or organization for their visionary leadership and outstanding commitment to developing innovative solutions designed to ensure access and exposure to career pathways for all Rhode Islanders. The winner of this category supports some of the most vulnerable populations in the workforce and helps ensure that anyone who wants to work can find a career that fits their skills. The winner is AMOS House.
One of the hardest hit populations during the pandemic is the population we work with most frequently. So our major focus is on people that are dealing with poverty, homelessness, reentry, and that's the population that already was really struggling before COVID hit. And once we kind of entered the throes of the pandemic, we really had to rethink how we were addressing the needs of that population. With COVID, we had people that literally needed to put food on the table today. So our big focus in the beginning was obviously just meeting the immediate need. Do you have a place to stay? Do you have food? Beyond that, we really wanted to be able to get people into the workforce as quickly as possible to meet those needs. So we really shortened the program in a lot of ways, and because we could have only a limited amount of students in the classroom at one time, we were able to really rethink the design of the program, and that also opened up and allowed us to really intensify the program. This opportunity with smaller class size and kind of a changing work scope has really allowed us for students to enter fields that I think that they never anticipated would be open to them. We've been really successful in matching people into really these new industries that have been popping up. So we've been seeing a lot more manufacturing, particularly with protection equipment and masks and hand sanitizer creation. So there's a lot more jobs out there that didn't exist before the pandemic that we've been working with.
Congratulations to AMOS House. Our final category is the Industry Impact Award. The Industry Impact Award recognizes an individual, partnership, or organization for their continued commitment and contributions to developing impactful, industry-driven workforce solutions designed to advance Rhode Island's economy. The winner of this category works alongside businesses and employees in an industry that was arguably one of the hardest hit by the pandemic, but overcame the challenges by adapting and getting creative. The winner is Rhode Island Hospitality Association.
We went into full gear on March 16th, 2020, and haven't stopped since. When we shut down, it was not an easy thing to do. Our industry can't just close its doors. We have food, we have beverages, we have everything. So we started out right away trying to figure out what are we going to do with that food? And the industry just got together and started feeding any of the hospital workers, the first responders, giving food away to anybody that might need it. So the industry at all times, even though they were closed down, they continued to help the community. We immediately invested in virtual software so that we could move our training programs online. And as a result, we were able to provide 20 different education and certified training programs for our current and future workforce. We did an inordinate amount of food safety training. That was being done several times a week, particularly as the rules and regulations changed on how you could serve food. What COVID did is helped us to change our business model. Everything that we've done the last year, I believe we're going to continue to do.
Congratulations to our award winners. I cannot express this enough. To all our workforce partners, your work does not go unnoticed. It is because of all of you that Rhode Island will be able to get all of our residents back to work and come out of the pandemic even stronger than before. Thank you to all our partners for stepping up and getting Rhode Island through 2020. I can't wait to see what we do together in 2021. Thank you again, and congratulations to our award winners.